Hi, today is Thursday, February 27th, 2025, and I'm Jen from Behind the Scenes Tarot. So what I want to do today is take a look at the connection between the Pope and the currency revaluation. I know it seems like a bit of a stretch, but a lot of folks that I've been listening to and talking with, who I feel are very connected and tapped into energy, kind of feel like there's a bit of a link there. And I intuitively have been thinking that as well, but I haven't actually asked the cards yet, and I've been waiting to get on camera. I've actually changed my view a little bit more, so hopefully it's a little easier to see the cards. But what I'd like to do is look into, is there a connection between the announcement of the death of the Pope and the start of the currency revaluation? Is there a connection between the announcement of the death of the Pope and the start of the currency revaluation? So I don't know if you guys have noticed, but there's been some weird announcements. Like I think a couple days ago, there was actually a death announcement for the Pope that was issued, but then they retracted and they're like, no, he's just fine, or he's in the hospital. So it's almost as if like they weren't ready to release it, and it potentially could have something to do with the financial revaluation itself, like it's a marker of some sort or a critical milestone. So I want to know, is there a connection between the two? 3, 2, and 1. All right, so is there a connection between the announcement of the death of the Pope and the start of the financial revaluation? Tower and Page of Wands in the current position. In the past, 5 of Cups. In the center, Justice. Okay, honestly, it's looking like that's a yes. It's almost as if we're waiting for something to happen. And then when the timing is right, the balance is correct, we announce the shift and we're waiting for that shift to happen. And going forward, King of Wands, Knight of Cups, and the 9 of Swords. I actually feel like there's enough here to continue going with this. So let's do an overall clarifier of the reading. 8 of Swords, the 4 of Swords. It's almost as if we're silently waiting for something to happen. Let's clarify the Justice card. What is the balance that we're waiting for? Sun, Judgment, Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I do feel like we're waiting for something to happen. Like this is part of the process. Some people may believe that the Pope had died previously and they're just waiting for the announcement. Others may believe that he's truly still in power, regardless of what that is, because we're not at the Vatican. We don't actually know the truth, but there is some sort of connection. There is a Vatican connection to the global financial system. And there is some sort of an announcement that when the Pope dies, when that announcement goes out, that it actually does kickstart, because look, you can see that we're waiting for an announcement. And that, the 9 of Pentacles, that's a sovereignty card, and the Sun, good news. We're waiting for an announcement. So let's clarify the Tower. Ace of Cups, 9 of Swords, 7 of Wands. So the Ace of Cups is the beginning, the start of something. And the 6 of Swords, this is moving into calmer waters. And this is, and the 7 of Wands is like defending your position. And so it's defending your position or getting started to move in a direction. This is the catalyst that we're waiting for. Yes. Asking the question of, is the announcement of the death of the Pope connected to the start of the financial revaluation? The clarifier of the Tower, which is change itself, is saying yes. Page of Wands. Let's clarify. What are we waiting for? The Fool, new beginning. Page of Swords, some sort of information. This could be internet information as well. And the 4 of Cups, of the delivery of an announcement for something new to begin. I mean, all cards, everything is pointing towards yes. Let's clarify what these future cards are looking like. And I'll move all these cards up so we can kind of see a little bit better with my card view. Knight of Cups. clarified by the Six of Cups, the Five of Wands, and the Ten of Pentacles. So there's conflict in the past regarding money. So there's conflict, there's past conflict. This could be the Vatican, this could be the Pope. The Knight of Cups is a bringer of something, he's bringing something. This could also be the military, the Knight of Cups. Let's keep going. Let's look at, I'm drawn to the Nine of Swords, which is unnecessary stress or worry. Okay, so we've got the Four of Wands, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Moon. So this is a gateway to begin working on something that's being hidden. So what's being hidden? The Magician, the Nine of Wands, and the Hanged Man. This is the beginning. This is a shift in perspective that we're waiting to manifest. I mean, honestly, the cards are starting to repeat themselves. Let's clarify the King of Wands. Death card. There's your death of the Pope. 10, the ending of a burden, and Page of Cups, sort of a gift. We're waiting for that. The cards are repeating themselves over and over and over again. Bottom of the deck is the, you can see that, the Eight of Wands, and the top of the deck is the Hierophant. I mean, the Catholic Church doesn't get any higher than the actual Pope himself, right? So I think what this is trying to tell us is if we're waiting for a currency revaluation, I do believe nothing is going to happen until they announce the death of the Pope. Now, how quickly we move forward into a currency revaluation, I mean, we can kind of say, what's the next steps? Why don't we just ask that question quickly? What are the next steps? What happens next for the currency revaluation after the announcement has been made of the death of the Pope? What happens after the announcement of the death of the Pope, or as it relates to the currency? What happens next after the death of the Pope? 3, 2, and 1. Emperor, Knight of Pentacles. This can be our trump card, and this can be the bringer of money. Five of Wands in the past position, conflict. It's almost like, remember, we are saying that we're waiting for an announcement to happen. So what happens next? Magician. This is the manifestation card. This is when everything starts to be revealed. Eight of Wands happens very quickly. Queen of Swords, some sort of an announcement. And the Six of Pentacles, this is distribution of money. I mean, these cards are actually confirming that something does happen financially after an announcement of the death of the Pope. Clarifying the overall rating, interesting, Three of Swords and Four of Swords. So there's some sort of upsetting news. So there is going to be an upset. Let's clarify what that Three of Swords is trying to tell us. The World card at the ending of a cycle. The Queen of Cups, something that's heartfelt, and Justice. Let's clarify what the Justice is trying to tell us. Four of Wands, Knight of Cups, the Chariot. Movement into sort of a new era. This is sort of a portal opening. This is sort of like the gateway into something new. We're definitely moving into something new that can be upsetting. So maybe it's because change is upsetting to some people. We've talked about in the past as well that change can be upsetting. Bottom of the deck is the Seven of Pentacles. Top of the deck is Six of Wands. We're waiting. And right underneath that is the massive abundance card, the Ten of Pentacles that kind of wanted to come out. So it's sort of like we're sitting on a stockpile. We're waiting for good news to come in. There's been a little bit of conflict. I think this could also be people getting restless, right? Waiting for this announcement to take place. We do have the Emperor in here and the Knight of Pentacles. Let's clarify what the Magician is trying to tell us. Ace of Cups, a new beginning. Ten of Wands, ending of the burden. Ace of Wands, a new pathway. I mean, all signs are kind of pointing towards all systems go, potentially, that we're waiting on it for some reason. I don't know if it's because of the gold that has been found at the Vatican. Some people say that there was 650 flights of removing gold out of the Vatican tunnels. Yeah, I don't really know, but I do know that there's a connection. I do know entertainment purposes only, right? This is Jen's intuition and, just running some tarot cards, but the cards never lie to me. They're always consistent. And there's a theme that's been running throughout all of these readings. It really looks like there is a connection. So all I can say is don't look for any kind of financial revaluation to happen before the announcement of the death of the Pope. And I'm very curious to see what's going to happen immediately following, because it does look like there is a new path and a new opening, and it's sanctioned, right? Like, I don't know if this is Trump announcing this or if this is some sort of officialdom or the heads of the banks. In fact, let's just clarify really quickly. Ace of Pentacles, Three of Cups, Two of Cups. Well, whoever it is bringing us good news. And Knight of Pentacles, just for fun, Queen of Wands, Ten of Cups, and Ace of Pentacles. So this is a happy, like a joyful completion as it relates to money. I mean, it could be pointing towards a revaluation. Let's continue to watch the story. I'm Jen from Behind the Scenes Tarot. Have a great rest of your day.